Greetings all, Frog here. Welcome to Metro Monday. So this is the very first Metro Monday, obviously, because it's number one in the series. And let me just talk a little bit about what I hope to do with this. This will be an update that will be however long I feel like making it. And instead of just having a boring old me talking over something like, I guess maybe I do on Fridays. This will be me just playing Mini Metro. So since this is the first one, I want to talk a little bit about what Mini Metro is. It's a game by the Dinosaur Polo Club, and it's in Steam Early Access. I think it's $7 American, pretty sure. And it's well worth the money. It's very Zen-like. There's really no way to win, but there's a way to lose. And essentially what you're doing is creating a metro system, but without the tedious details. So let's just play, and as we start playing, I will talk a bit about how the game is working, and then we'll just start blathering on about whatever. So here we go. We're ready to play. There's three different ways to do it. Commuter is sort of the basic game. Scenic is a little easier, and Rush Hour is a little tougher. So we'll just do Commuter for now because it's the basic. And you have a number of different maps that you can play. So we've got London, Paris, New York, Berlin, and Hong Kong so far. And each one provides a slightly different challenge. But again, it's not really about winning. Now, if I click on any of these, I have no top. Oh, they've added more. No top score because I haven't played on this computer at all. So I can say Petersburg, Montreal. Look at all these places. Sao Paulo, Cairo, Auckland. Yeah, they all have different things. I'm going to be a little classic. Can I slide this? Okay, good. And we're just going to go to London. They each have their own challenges and difficulties, and we'll get some top scores, passengers, days of operation, that sort of thing. And it's just just for kicks. So what's going to happen when we start playing, and you can pause the game. We're not even running yet until I build. Okay, here we go. So we can pause. So I'm going to pause just for a second to explain the game. We see three different shapes. These three shapes are essentially the stops of our subway system. We start with three locomotives and three lines. So I have the yellow line, the red line, and the blue line, and I can gain more or fewer lines. The tunnels tells you how many times I can go underneath any rivers. In this case, this is the River Thames. And your goal is, using the lines in any combination you wish, it's completely freeform, is to get passengers from one stop to another. And they are going to queue up next to these stops. There'll be smaller versions of the shapes in solid color, and that will be the people waiting to go to a different station. So you're not going to have triangles queue up at the triangle station. They're going to queue up down here in the circles and the squares, and there's a whole bunch of different shapes. And what's kind of cool is that this game will continuously be expanding, so you may not notice it readily at first, but throughout the entire gameplay, when you're not paused, you are slowly zooming out. And so you'll have more and more territory, they add more and more stops. And to do a thing, you just, here, I want the yellow, I want to click, and I'm going to click and drag, and boom, I've connected all these three with a line. So let's just start playing. So there's a yellow person, or a circle who wants to get to there. And no matter how you arrange this bad boy, they will figure out amongst themselves. So I'm going to just start a new loop here. You don't really want two of the same shape next to each other if you can avoid it, because it does make things more difficult. But, it's all right. I've delivered 4 passengers so far. It's only Tuesday. At the end of every week, you get a little upgrade. And then Bob's your uncle. So the most you can have is 7 lines. And it's all circles. It's all coming up circles, Millhouse. I don't want this one here anymore, so I'm going to draw this one back and connect this way. Just for a little variety's sake. Now you can see that's still there because the car will finish before it goes along the way. And it just goes back and forth and back and forth. And you can make loops if you want to, which, maybe we'll do. Right now, the only place for these two guys to get to square is if they cross over. So maybe we'll do that. But that's it. Each car holds 6 people. I can add different carriages to the end of them eventually, but for now, I don't see somebody's waiting there, so I've got to draw my line. I like loops. Every few weeks I tend to destroy the whole thing and start over in what I think is to be the better style. So, we're just going to play until we decide we're done. You're not making this easy for me. Here, we'll do this. We might as well connect them in. Give another junction to the red line. So it's been an interesting few days. Obviously, the last live update, quote unquote, that I gave was on Thursday night going into Friday for the Friday update. It's an easy one. It's triangle. Now we're going to go circle. And since we're making loop, we might as well finish the loop. So now it's just going to keep going around the loop. Woohoo! We have a new locomotive. And we can either get a new line or a carriage. And it doesn't really matter. So we'll just get the line for now. We'll plan for the future. And it's been interesting, right? I work a non-traditional week, so this is my hump day, essentially. Hump day. And it's, we're just going to connect it like that. I know, 2 triangles in a row. That's okay. And it's been a pretty decent week. Interesting things happening at the job, and which I'm not really going to talk about. This isn't the place for that, but just trying to relax a little bit, play a lot of board games. Today, or this week rather, I played an interesting Liberté, which I'd never played before. Aha! See, so we see one of the circles has changed. All right, so it's a plus. Now, if this one wants to get the plus, he's got to connect through there. That's kind of annoying. So what we're going to do, ta-da! We're going to connect them that way. Liberté is a board game designed by Martin Wallace, who actually is quickly becoming one of my favorite designers. He does some really nice things with different games, and it's all about the French Revolution. And I played with 4 other players. Yeah, we played a 5-player game, and it's really interesting. Why won't you let me go that way? I want to go that way. You won't let me go that way? Why not? Because I'm crossing? Okay, fine. I'll just take this one over there. Not a problem. And I'm going to bring you down like this. I can't do that. Why not? Crossing with too many lines? Could be. So we'll just do a little stopgap here. No? Why won't you let me cross this red line at all? That's really annoying. All right, red line. No, stop. Go away. Here, come. Go away. Come down here. Thank you. Then from here, go up there. That will be much better. Oh, new locomotive. Huzzah. Interchange. Okay, so this is different. I haven't actually seen this before, so maybe that's what's causing me troubles. Maybe that's how I can come through. I actually don't know. What are you? I don't know. We're learning together, folks. What if I just drop an interchange right there? I honestly don't know what it did. No clue. I probably should know more than that, but that's not there. So we'll figure that out later. See, I'm getting kind of the part where I'm like, I just want to redo this whole thing. Anyway, if you like area control based games with multiple ways to win, it's definitely an interesting one. I can highly recommend it. We might as well make the red line a loop. No, because I can't cross over. Why not? I feel like this is something new. I really do. I feel like this is something new. Very strange. So I have an interchange there. I don't even know what it does. I'll have to look that up. Stop giving me circles. I have to try and get carriages next. It's really annoying that it won't let me cross. I can only cross at stations now. That's very strange. I don't know why that is. Definitely do not know why that is. Well, we'll figure that out. Getting about time to redesign. Pause and crash the whole thing and start over. What else did I play this weekend? I played... I started with... Oh yeah, Sheriff of Nottingham. It's an interesting game. I think you have to play with the right type of people. And... I think it's has a lot of potential, and I think that it's the first time I played, and I think that when you play with first-time people, that it makes it more challenging. Only because, see, do I want an interchange? Sure, I want an interchange. What's it do? I don't know. I really want more carriages. I feel like I should have taken a carriage that time, and I missed out. See, like, these guys are all full. I need more carriages on these lines. I really just want to kind of do one outer belt, though, and then do a bunch of cross things, like it is in London, you know. The Central and District lines are the big loops. Don't put a circle there. Man, you stink. I think Sheriff of Nottingham, you can see it actually on tabletop. And it works well when people know each other really well, I think, because then they know all about the bribery and how to do. See, so here we have a problem. So we're gonna pause, and I'm gonna break the whole thing, because this station is not meeting the needs of the space. So here we go. We're gonna break the whole thing and start over. So that gets rid of the blue line. I'm gonna get rid of the light blue line. Oh, don't go there. Oh, okay, fine, go there. So it gets rid of that. And you're going to see that the old remnants of this will stick around. Because they're going to finish their task before I start a new one. Okay, so this is it. This is where my 4 lines are left. Now I can create something new. So I'm going to start with the yellow line. We're going to start here. And boom, boom, boom. We're going to do one big loop, but I'm going to skip some of the circles. So this way, I've got one big outer loop. All right, now I'm going to do some spokes. So I'm going to grab one circle. We're going to come in here. Oh, no, because I can't cross. Why won't you let me cross? You used to be able to cross. All right, that's fine. So we're going to red into here and do one of these bad boys. So that's going to be my red line. I'm going to bring a blue line here, kind of along the north way, like, kind of taking over a little bit of where the blue line was. And then I'm going to bring the light blue line. How many tunnels do I have? I have 1 tunnel, so I can't double cross. I can only go one way. So let's go from here to here. Here, and then we'll come back down. Oh, because I can't cross over there. So don't go there. Come here. Then come down and end up there. All right, let's try it out. So here we go. So what I'm really hoping is this red will get here. That's an easy. Just come in there. And pick up some of my guys from here. And the problem goes away. Beautiful. It's not perfectly solved, but it'll help some. I really need another carriage. I don't know what an interchange does. That one's bigger. So I don't know if that means more people can go there or what. I don't know. You changed shape on me again. Curse you. So those are the board games I played this week. I haven't played a lot of board games recently, actually. It's kind of weird for me. I used to honestly go to our gaming club every week. And it was I mean, it is a good time. It's just kind of one of those things that like, kind of done, you know? I wonder if interchanges let you have more people. I mean, it's a bigger station. Does that mean it can have more lines? Do they limit the number of lines that can go through a stop now? Is it 2, but now interchanges can be 3? I don't know. Oh, carriages. Yes. I suppose I actually have more locomotives I can put on lines here. I'm going to add a carriage to the blue line. I'm going to add a locomotive to this line going this way. And I'm going to add a third one, actually. So yellow's got 3 because it's our big central loop. I can't cross the lines. Oh, don't do that. Well, you definitely need to go there. And in fact, we're going to go there to connect everything. So I'm going to have to pull the yellow line into that. Because it's my only triangle. Oh, you, sir, and or madam, you need help. Can I go this way? No, because I'm out of tunnels. So I need to pull the blue line down to here. And I'm going to start a locomotive going right at it. So I'm going to immediately get those people. And if I knew what an interchange was, then I bet that'd be awesome. I think board gaming is a fun thing, you know. It gives a lot of social time, which I don't have a lot right now. I talk to people a lot in my day job because I am in entertainment, as I've said before, if you check the update, and that can be tiring because talking to people for a job is not the same as talking to, like, your friends, right? It's definitely, because I can't cross over. Can't cross the streams, man. And so it's nice just to relax with some friends and play some board games. Now, I play a lot of video games too, obviously. You know, I mean, I'll play some EU4 multiplayer. I'll play things on my own just to kind of have fun. But it's an issue of, you know, it's nice to see people face to face. There was an episode of Sequest DSV, if you remember that show, back in the mid-90s, maybe even late 90s, I'm not sure, early 90s, somewhere in there. And they had fallen into wormhole, I guess is the best way to say it, underwater, because DSV stood for Deep Sea Vehicle, I think. And it was a ridiculous plot. I mean, absolutely ridiculous plot. And it took them to the future. And in this future world, there was one guy and one girl left, and that was it. And they were playing like a mech warrior, I guess, and they were just fighting each other, and it was like real mechs, and they never saw each other, and they were like the last hope for human salvation because they were the last humans, blah blah blah. And so DSV gets them all together, and well, it has Rob Schneider and a talking dolphin, so I mean, what's not like to what's not to like? I need another line, although I can't cross lines anymore, so I don't know about that. That's new to me. All right, new line. I don't have any tunnels, but that's okay. New line. Go this way to this way to this way. No, because I got to cross. We're just going to do that for now. I'm just going to add a little spoke. A little help. I probably should bring it this way. But I got to bring that new one in somehow, so there we go. But the next one, definitely across the top, I think. And you can run lines in parallel. You can do all sorts of things. I don't know what these exchanges are. Oh, that's convenient. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just appear on my line. This is the sort of game that, like, you just run for an hour and just let it zone. Like, this is Zen, right? This isn't about min-maxing or trying to win. Look at that. All these guys at the same place. It's kind of cool. And it figures it all out, right? I don't have to figure out how the stops are going or which direction. It doesn't even need another locomotive on the red line, I think. Does yellow really need all these people on it? I mean, I guess it's working. What I really need is blue on this one, too. So we're going to add the blue line to that. It's not going to help immediately, though. So I may just pull... You know what? I'm just going to pull you off the green line. Gimme. Gimme. You're going to come here. So you can move them around. So like now I have a green line and there's no train on it. This is a stopgap measure. I'm helping those people. Why are you not loading anybody on there? Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. This might be the end. Oh, here comes the blue line. That'll help. Stop there. Pick up a bunch of people, would you? No, don't drop off people. You need to pick up a bunch of people. Oh, no. Uh-oh. This might be the end, but that's okay. I have a new locomotive. And new tunnels. Nope, I need a carriage. I need to throw a carriage onto you. Boom. Woohoo! And now I can put a locomotive back on the green line. Just gonna let the game run itself. Oh, the star. Stars in their multitudes. I'm going to take you off that line. Make the red line go that way. Oh, no. What are you doing way over there? You're not going to let me draw it straight there, are you? No, of course not. I mean, you could go up and around, but no. Can I do this? No. Of course it wants people now. I need a tunnel. Can I make it to the end of the week? Probably, before that goes up. So, what we're hoping to do with these Mondays is just, play some Mini Metro. Just watch it build itself. Talk a little bit about life, the universe, and everything else. If you have any ideas for topics, let me know. My background is in music. I'm in entertainment. I know a lot about casinos. I know a lot of random stuff, actually. And would love to just spew out nonsense about whatever. And could use some direction, whatever you'd want to hear on the channel. I'm open to it. I think it's an interesting thing. Here, I'm going to make this an interchange. I don't know why, because I did. Yeah, I know you want people. I'm kind of waiting to make it till the end of Sunday and hoping I can get some tunnels. Or another line. Or another line and tunnels. But probably just tunnels. So I can tunnel over and do one of those. Give me some tunnels. Oh, you suck. Alright, so I'm going to get a line then. So we're going to draw a line. Boom, 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 boom. There's my line. I've got an exchange there. I don't know what that means, but it's there. There's one there too. Interchange, is that what they're called? I think so. Well, we've moved over 1,000 people. It's a wonderful thing. 24 minutes into the video. And we've just played Mini Metro. Talk a little bit about board games. That's what I've been playing so far. Uh-oh, this is in trouble. Are you picking up? Okay, well that's good. So that fixed that problem. Talked a little bit about board games. Talked a little bit about... No, still, okay. Alright, that's fine. No, that's not fine. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't go there. Go here. Then go here. Okay. About life, the universe, everything else. It's kind of our moment of zen. Got some stations building up. I don't know how much longer we can sustain this. It's kind of time for a redesign, but I don't need to redesign this whole thing. This is what we've committed to. I see. Trouble's at the end of the blue line. Probably need another train. Yeah, the blue line's kind of getting long. Really? You're going to do that and then immediately have people? Okay, fine. It's not going to work out, but it's okay. Tunnels would be nice. Tunnels would definitely be nice. No cats today. I made sure to keep them out so they won't be bothering us. It's also late. I'm recording this at 11:15 now, so I started at 10:45 Eastern Time. Definitely the moment of Zen. We made it 9 weeks. Yes, give me some tunnels. So now what I can do is I can do this to bring them together. And then I'm going to do something like, I don't know. Oh, this is going to be bad is what this is. He's coming up there right now. Oh, but they'll never make it down here. He'll never make it in time, Captain. Yeah, we're just going to let it go. That'll be it. We're going to purposely let it implode. That's it. Game over. Overcrowding. My whole metro. That's it. I served 1,300 passengers for 57 days, but because I overcrowded this one station, the metro's gone. Could you imagine if this was for real? The London Tube would be over. So you can restart the same menu. You can continue and keep going even though you've lost. You can take a picture of your whole thing. So here. Boom. This will be a picture of the map. Ta-da. Oh, apparently it goes to my Steam library. Didn't even know. Didn't even know. So that's what it looked like at the end. Now we're back in. So that's all for now. Thanks for listening to me ramble for about a half hour. We'll be here every Monday, just kind of talking. Like I said, maybe we'll get some more defined themes, some things going on. I had some fantastic lemon ice cream sandwiches. If you didn't know those were a thing, those are a thing. Giant Eagle is one of our local grocery stores. Other chains are, of course, available. And one of their branded products is an ice cream sandwich with lemon, which is awesome because I can't have chocolate. And they are lemon ice cream with vanilla wafers instead of the chocolate wafers that you normally get in an ice cream sandwich. And they're amazing. So, maybe I'll wax on about those next time, but we'll see. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Click the like button as always if you enjoyed it. Do consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated with all of the regular content, including GeoGuessr, Factorio, and EU4 right now. More to come, of course. And until next time, cheers.